Welcome back to the catch up here on Cris Cyborg's YouTube channel. I am James Lynch. That is not Cris Cyborg. In fact, that is a man who I wish I was in his shoes right now. He's enjoying some nice weather. It is Austin Vanderford, the Bellator middleweight, joining us here on the program. Austin, how's it going, man?
It's going great, man. I'm in paradise here and got good training down here in Florida and getting geared up for a fight, man.
Yeah, big fight. We'll talk about that in a sec. Big matchup against Fabian Edwards. But just want to remind our audience, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. We really appreciate the support. Before we talk about the matchup, man, what's up with the hair? I saw you did sort of like a Eminem look or something. What inspired that?
Man, I'm a very just spur of the moment kind of guy, and I've dyed my hair before in the past, and I just thought it'd be cool. I'm expecting a bloody fight, and it'll look cool when it's all red and the fight's finished.
Now, was this you influenced or was this Paige influence? Who decided on this?
It was me, but with some encouragement from her, for sure.
There you go. I was going to say a little Paige flavor in there wouldn't surprise me at all. That makes sense. The other thing, and I don't know, maybe I missed the boat on this. I saw in Tapology, you have a nickname now, the Gentleman. When did this come about?
It's been there for a little while. I think, I kind of prefer the Mr. VanZant. I think it's funny.
I agree.
I get a laugh out of that. So that's the one I prefer the most. So, but the Gentleman works too. I like to think of myself as a nice guy. So
I would listen. Can't disagree on that. There's another Gentleman in Bellator, right? There's another fighter in Bellator who has the same nickname as you. Did you know this?
I did not know that, but mine's really Mr. VanZant. I think that's what.
Okay, fair enough. No, I was just curious. At the time we're recording this, actually, Josh Hill, who's fighting on Friday, fights at a Team Alpha Male. He's called the Gentleman as well. So I don't know if you're aware of that. You guys will probably never fight. You're a middleweight. He's a bantamweight, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So there you go.
That for sure.
Yep. What's it like, while we're on the show right now, my co-host Cris Cyborg has her fight in the main event. What's it like getting to compete on the same card as Cris Cyborg? That must be pretty cool.
Yeah, it's amazing. Her and Paige are good friends, and I've met Cris a few times, and she's a very sweet person, and I really root for her and wish her a lot of success as well. So it's cool. She's a legend as well. So it's cool to fight on her card and just kind of feel that energy throughout fight week with a big fighter like her.
Yeah, and obviously we're a little biased here, but anytime Cris headlines a card, it's a pretty big deal. Have you met Cris before, or will this be the first time?
Yeah, I've met Cris a few times, and we've been down to California. I think the last time, well, no, I saw her in Bellator a couple months ago, but before that, we were in Portugal together. Well, Paige was there and doing a web summit, and Cris was there speaking as well. So we spent a little time and whatnot. So
talk about your fight, man. Huge matchup here. Bellator 259, May 21st, taking on Fabian Edwards. Tell me how this came together, because this is a pretty big name to fight. It's kind of what we've been talking about over the years, is you fighting a big name.
Yeah. My managers came to me and said, "Hey, we got our opponent, Fabian Edwards," and I signed the contract, and I was excited. So, I figured he and I would probably cross paths at some point in our careers, and with the rankings coming out, I think that really helped to get the fight set up, and it all made sense. So I'm excited, man. I can't wait for the 2 weeks to come up.
Yeah, it's going to be great. Style wise, how do you look at this matchup? How do you feel like you match up against him in this fight?
I think, I think I'm a tough matchup for anybody. So, I'm going to go out and do what I do. And we've been preparing, and I got best coaches, teammates in the world here at American Top Team. And, I feel like we're really prepared to go out and do what I do.
Do you watch tape on your opponents, or do you leave that to your coaches?
I watch a little bit, but for the most part, my coaches and, we have a lot of specific training sessions and stuff like that. So, it's been a little while since he's fought too. I think like a year or whatever. And so, he's going to come with some new tools and some new tricks and as well as I will too. So, it's going to be fun, exciting fight. And, I'm excited for it.
Training partners. I know American Top Team is a big gym. Is there anyone you work with a little bit more than others at the gym that's helping you get ready for this fight?
I got a lot. Yeah, like you said, there's so many good training partners. Yaroslav, he's got a big fight coming up. Yaroslav Amosov, Johnny Eblin, who fights this weekend, and you know, I got so many good ones, but I'd say Yaroslav is a really big help for me, and someone I train with a lot.
Do you train with more of the bigger guys, or do you train with, say, some 170ers as well, like in terms of the variety, or is it mainly just the heavier guys?
Yeah, I for me, I try to find the best guy, you know, right around my weight, whether it's 170, 185, 205, you know, anywhere in there. Rafael Carvalho, he's fighting this.
I saw that now, fighting Lorenz Larkin coming up here.
Yeah. Yep. Trained a lot with him, and you know, Dalton Rasta. There's such a plethora of guys, good guys that are good training partners. So I feel prepared. You know, I feel like we've got every look there for me, and you know, I got good teammates and guys willing to help and put in the work. So
awesome. That's great, man.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's in camp yet. Is Dustin Poirier in the gym right now? I know his fight's not till July.
Yeah, he ironically enough, I was finishing up my boxing session this morning with Daya, and he was getting ready to hit a session with him right after that. So I think he just got into town, man, probably today or, you know, late last night.
There you go. Little breaking news there, which is great. Who's going to be in your corner for this fight?
I'm gonna have Pahumpa again. My striking coach Anderson, and then Paige. Paige will be there. She's got that spot. So, but I've been working a lot with Steve Mako and Mike Brown and stuff. So, you know, a lot of good tricks, a lot of good grappling coaches there and stuff, which is, you know, my style and something I really like.
How's this fight playing out on May 21st?
I'm gonna go in and impose my will, man. I think you know, just what I normally do. You know, I'm gonna go in and put the gas pedal on, and you know, I think go in there and we'll test him. We'll see how dark he's willing to get and how deep of waters he's willing to go. So you know, I'm excited. We're both going in there to try to hurt each other, and something's gonna give for sure.
Do you feel like this is the fight that's going to, you know, for both of you, that's sort of going to get you over that hump and get those bigger names? Like, I mean, Fabian's a pretty big name, not just for his record, but obviously he's Leon Edwards' brother as well. Like, do you feel like this is the fight that will finally start to get you these, you know, these not maybe like a Gegard Mousasi, but those types of names in the sort of the upper echelon of the division?
Yeah, for sure. I think making the step up right here, you know, Bellator's done a great job and all that. And so, yeah, and I think the rankings really helped with that. You know, I think it really made a push to make good matchups and whatnot. And so, you know, the rankings could be interpreted. You know, there's probably guys who deserve to be higher, maybe guys deserve to be lower or whatever, but they'll eventually work their way out. But it's a great baseline to set up these fights and stuff. And I think, yeah, moving forward, these will be the fights for me, and I'm happy to be to that point in my career. And you know, it's a lot of pressure, not necessarily a lot of pressure, but there's things about, you know, fighting guys who aren't as well known. You know, you lose to them, and it's a tough thing. So fortunately, you know, that never happened with me. So, but you know, I'm excited to fight the tough competition.
How many more fights do you have on your contract? Do you know?
Yeah, I've got 3. I just fought my first 4. So
that's right. Okay. Yeah. I couldn't remember. Yep. That's interesting.
Yeah.
You mentioned Paige. I got to ask, any update on when we'll see her back in there? I know Rachel Ostovich just signed with Bare Knuckles, so there's a lot of intriguing possibilities there, right?
Yeah. She's got a really big fight. July 23rd, I think tentatively is where we're at. So, you know, she's full in training camp right now. She's been at it hard for the past 3 weeks. So, yeah, she's getting geared up, and you know, for us, it's one fight, you know, and then typically the next one. So never really, not too much of a break from fights, but, you know, we're enjoying it. That's what we love. And, you know, we're just trying to do that right now for sure.
How long has it been now that you've been in Florida? I was trying to remember.
I think we're getting close to a year, right around there, getting up to a year now. So it's flown by. And it's such an amazing place, man. It's so cool.
No, it worked out well. You get the good camp, you get the good weather. Do you still you rent your home out, or what happened here? Because you owned your home, right, in Portland, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, we owned it. We actually just sold it. last month, I believe. You know,
Oh,
we
good for you.
finished the sale and all that. So, which is a big stress relief too. You know, just having a place there and not really getting to go there, and you know, you kind of worry about, you know, is something leaking and all that. So, big stress relief, and yeah, now we're just living in an apartment in Florida, and we're really happy. We're enjoying it.
Austin, thanks so much for doing this, man. Always a pleasure. Really looking forward to this fight. It is May 21st, Bellator 259. You can't miss it. Cris is on the card. She's headlining it, plus this great middleweight fight like we just mentioned. Anyone you want to thank, Austin? Any sponsors, any social media? I'll give you the last word.
My management team, first round, you know, I took the best in the business, and they really helped us out, got us here, and just have set up a lot of amazing opportunities for us. So them, you know, an American Top Team, Dan Lambert, all those guys, really thankful for them and my teammates here.